Wait, just wait 1 second before you scroll past this. Some coins that will be your life's comfort are not a lie. I'm only sharing a few details with you, but they're the ones that matter most. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 coins that most people look at and think are worthless. Coins you can find and change. Coins so normal that you have probably held one in your hand and felt absolutely nothing. But when collectors get their hands on these coins, when auction houses see them, when the bidding begins, everything changes. The prices I am about to reveal will shock you. And after you hear them, you're going to look at every coin in your house differently. Maybe one of them is sitting there right now. Maybe it is the one that changes your life. So stay with me, because the final coin in this video, I am warning you right now, you're not going to believe what it is worth. Let me start with the first coin. It is a Kansas state quarter, released in 2005. It should not be valuable. It should be worth exactly 25 cents. That is what the government printed on it. That is what you should be able to spend it for. And millions of people think that is all it will ever be. But then something went wrong at the mint. Not catastrophically wrong. Not visibly wrong at first glance. But wrong enough that collectors noticed. Wrong enough that it made the coin extremely rare. Wrong enough that it changed everything. Here is a historical moment you need to understand. 2005 was a specific year in American coin minting. The U.S. Mint was producing state quarters at massive speed. Millions upon millions of these Kansas quarters were being pumped out of Philadelphia and Denver mints. The system was automated. The pressure was constant. Nobody expected that in this flood of production, something would slip through, but it did. The error on this coin is subtle. It is so subtle that 99% of people will never notice it. The mint mark on the coin is wrong. On genuine 2005 Kansas quarters, the mint mark is sharp and clear, but on the error version, the mint mark shows a doubling effect. It is struck twice in slightly different positions. This is called a double die error. And when you understand what this means, you understand why collectors hunt for this coin like treasure. The coin itself feels normal in your hand. It is still a quarter. It still weighs 5.67 grams. It still measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter. It is still 91.67% copper with a pure copper core. Everything about it is standard, ordinary, invisible to the untrained eye. But here's what people get wrong about finding these error coins. They think the coin should look damaged. They think it should have obvious scratches or marks or signs of wear. So when they find a coin that looks a little dirty, a little toned, a little unusual in color, they clean it. They scrub it. They polish it underwater. They destroy it. This is the moment that kills the value instantly. Collectors do not want clean coins. A clean coin loses 80 to 90% of its value immediately. The dirt, the toning, the discoloration, that is proof of age. That is proof of authenticity. That is proof the coin survived for 20 years. When you clean it, you erase the story. You erase the evidence. You turn a treasure into trash. There are millions of 2005 Kansas quarters in circulation. Million. But how many of those have the double die error? How many survive without being melted down, damaged, or cleaned? The number shrinks and shrinks the more you think about it. Most of these coins are gone. They were spent. They were lost in the ocean. They were damaged beyond recognition. The ones that survived in good condition are extremely, extremely rare. Collectors have been searching for years to build even a small collection of these. When these coins come up at auction, something strange happens. The bidding starts normal, calm, but then collectors recognize what they're looking at. Then the serious bidders wake up. Then it gets quiet. That dangerous, intense quiet where everyone knows something extraordinary is happening. And then the bidding explodes. This 2005 Kansas state quarter with a double die error in mint condition has sold for between $3, $5,000 and $4, $2,000. Not dollars and cents. Thousands of dollars. For a quarter that should be worth 25 cents. But that is just the beginning. The second coin is much more rare, much more valuable, and much fewer people know about it. This is the 2010 Harper's Ferry America, the beautiful quarter. Now listen to this. By 2010, the state quarters program had ended. The focus shifted to quarters celebrating America's national parks and landmarks. Harper's Ferry National Historical Park in West Virginia was chosen. It represents one of the most important moments in American history. John Brown's raid, the tension before the Civil War, the fight for freedom. And it represents something else too, a place where mistakes are remembered, where history is honored, where things that are broken matter. In 2010, the U.S. Mint was producing these Harper's Ferry quarters. But there was a technical problem in the striking process that went unnoticed for several weeks. The reverse design was struck off-center. Not just slightly, not marginally, but noticeably off-center. This meant the reverse image was shifted, leaving a partial blank edge on one side of the coin. When you hold this coin in your hand, you feel different immediately. The weight is the same. The copper-nickel composition is the same. Everything is standard, but the design is wrong. The image of Harper's Ferry, the text, the symbols, they are all positioned incorrectly. And that single mistake makes it completely different from every other quarter ever produced. People found these coins and thought they were damaged, defective, worthless. They treated them like garbage. They did not understand that a mint error is the rarest thing a coin can be. An error means a coin escaped the quality control process. It means it made it into the world when it should have been destroyed. It means it is unique. Do you understand the survival story here? Think about every Harper's Ferry quarter that has been produced. Think about the millions of them in circulation. How many of those have the off-center error? Of those, how many made it through 20 years without being spent, damaged, or melted? Of those, how many are still in good enough condition to be graded professionally? The number is staggering in its smallness. These coins never get cleaned. Serious collectors know better. They understand that every mark, every bit of toning, every sign of age is proof of authenticity. That natural patina is worth more than any polish could ever be. So these coins are preserved carefully, held in slabs, graded by professional third parties. Their value documented and verified. When a 2010 Harper's Ferry America, the beautiful quarter, with a significant off-center error, appears at auction, the atmosphere changes. Professional numismatists show up. Serious collectors fly in. Museums send representatives. The initial bid is strong, but then the real contenders start. Then you see the silent bids coming in. Then you watch the price climb into territory that seems impossible for a quarter. This coin, in excellent condition with a dramatic off-center strike, has reached auction prices between $8, $5,000 and $11, $3,000. We are not talking about spare change anymore. We are talking about five figures. We are talking about the kind of money that changes a week. That changes a month. That changes someone's life. And it all started with finding one coin in your change. Now we get to the rarest. Now we get to the one that separates the accidental finds from the genuine treasures. This is the 2020 Blue Ridge Parkway America, the beautiful quarter. Blue Ridge Parkway runs through North Carolina and Virginia. It is one of the most beautiful stretches of road in America. It was chosen to be honored on a quarter. And in 2020, millions of these quarters were struck. But something extraordinary happened during production. On certain coins from the 2020 release, there was a catastrophic error in the dies. The obverse die, which creates the portrait side, was cracked. This crack propagated through dozens and dozens of coins before anyone noticed. Each coin struck from this damaged die carried a massive, dramatic die crack across George Washington's face. This is not a small error. This is not something you have to squint to see. This is a visible, dramatic defect that tells a complete story of production gone wrong. What makes this error so rare is that the U.S. Mint destroyed the damaged die immediately once discovered. They stopped production. They pulled the coins. They prevented most of the error coins from entering circulation. Only a handful escaped. Only a few dozen of these coins with a dramatic die crack actually made it into the world. Do you understand what that means? While millions of 2005 Kansas quarters exist with double die errors, only dozens of these Blue Ridge Parkway quarters exist with the major die crack. The supply is dramatically smaller, and the demand from collectors is dramatically larger. These coins have survived in phenomenal condition. Many were kept by people who immediately recognized they had something unusual. They were preserved. They were never spent. They were never damaged. Some have been graded as near-perfect specimens. When one of these coins appears at auction, something intense happens. There is not a long build-up. The serious collectors already know about this coin. They know its rarity. They know its significance. The first bid comes in high, very high, and then the real war begins. Collectors from across the world compete. Silent beat puhin. Phone bidders are on the line with museums and private collectors. The price climbs higher and higher. Nobody wants to be the one who let this coin slip away. This might be the only opportunity they get in their lifetime. The record prices for a 2020 Blue Ridge Parkway America, the beautiful quarter with a major die crack error in premium condition, have reached between $45,000 and $85,000. $45,000 to $85,000 for a coin that was supposed to be worth a quarter. Stop and let that sink in for a moment. Someone found this coin, or inherited it, or stumbled across it, and they checked it. They got it graded. They put it up for auction, and they walked away with more money than most people earn in 2 years. And this is what I need you to understand about the market right now. The demand for these coins is increasing. Every single year, more and more serious collectors enter the hobby. They are willing to pay premium prices for rare coins. They understand that these error coins are finite. There will never be more of them created. The supply is literally shrinking as coins are lost, damaged, and destroyed. Meanwhile, the supply of coins in excellent condition is getting smaller. Every year, some of these coins are damaged. Some are lost. Some are destroyed by people who do not understand what they have. And the ones that survive become exponentially more valuable. This is not speculation. This is not a theory. This is market reality. Auction records show this trend year after year. The same error coins sell for higher prices. The same rarities become more sought after. The same collectors compete more aggressively. So what do you do with this information? First, check your coins carefully. Do not just glance. Actually look. Look at the dates. Look at the mint marks. Look at the design details. Many of these coins are sitting in jars, drawers, and boxes right now. Second, if you think you have found something unusual, do not clean it. Do not polish it. Do not touch it more than necessary. Get it professionally graded. There are companies that specialize in this. They will examine it under magnification. They will compare it to known examples. They will tell you exactly what you have. Third, understand the condition. A coin in poor condition, even if it is rare, will not sell for these prices. But a coin in excellent condition, if it is rare, can be worth thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, sometimes more. Here is what keeps me up at night. Right now, there are coins like these being spent at coffee shops, being dropped in the ocean, being melted down by people who do not understand, being destroyed by cleaning and polishing. Every single day, valuable coins are lost forever. People are losing incredible wealth, and they do not even know it. The 2005 Kansas State Quarter with the double die, the 2010 Harper's Ferry Quarter with the off-center strike, the 2020 Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter with a dramatic die crack. These are real coins, real errors, real treasures that have sold for real money. And right now, someone has one in their house. Maybe it is under a bed. Maybe it is in a coffee can. Maybe it is in an old collection that has been forgotten for years. It could be worth thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, more. This is not just a coin sitting there. This could be everything. Check your coins tonight. Look carefully, because hidden wealth is not a fairy tale. It is real, it is documented, and it could be waiting for you.